Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. We having a QB carousel. We having all these QBs come out and say, I want to trade or I'm unhappy. I don't like it in this situation. I need to go talk to my boss and get up out of here. And everybody in the media is talking about, well, they saw what Tom Brady did. And, Tom Brady chose where he wanted to go. It's like, look, man, that's why I told y'all, Tom Brady is Kobe Bryant. He is not Michael Jordan. He's not Joe Montana. Them two were loved, even if something around was messing up and they had something to do with it. Oh, man, it wasn't Mike's fault. It wasn't Joe's fault, baby. Undefeated, baby. Undefeated, baby. We ain't blaming them for jack. So, to me, the person to blame, the organization to blame for all these NFL players wanting to move around and do what they do is the NBA. For them allowing lebrownies to do what he did. Now everybody looking like, man, I ain't got to stay to a team. I ain't got to stay to a team and be loyal or honor my contract. I could bounce. That's what happened. Lebrowniesblames is the reason why these players want to move. Now, the Russell Wilson situation, we all know what's going on. His chick, she want to be in the big city so she could do what she do. She already done trapped him with 2 kids, so now she know, okay, good, I got this sucker. Now I'm finna go do what I gotta do. Mama gotta have fun too. Cause you already know what she finna do. Come on, man. She's the reason Russ, ever since Russ got with Sierra, he has been acting a lot different because of her. She put her claws in him. She dropped that thing on him like on the rod video and the Promise video, doing all that motion with her hips and stuff. She weared them out. Women like that, they want the bad boy. They want guys like Future, man. They don't want guys like Russell. They just want to use guys like Russell. So when they use guys like Russell, they can get what they want. And she's going to end up messing this man, she going to end up messing him up. Because Russell trying to get up out of there and do all what he wanted to do. And it's like, look, man, you got to understand. This is a business. And is the NFL prejudiced and racist towards black quarterbacks? Absolutely. Do they give black quarterbacks the worst of the talent? Absolutely, they do. It's only been a few black quarterbacks, I believe, that had talent. They just don't have the right structure. Dak has had some talent, but the structure of the offensive plays and the calling has been terrible. Deshaun Watson had D-Hop. Didn't really have a consistent running game at that time. His offensive line was bad, but some of those D4 would run into where the pressure was at. Now, Russell Wilson, I agree, he's been getting knocked down a lot and stuff, but sometimes that's on Russ. Russ has to learn how to stay in the pocket a little more, and if he's going to drift out, you got to make quick decisions with the ball, or the defender going to hit you because the refs are looking at you like, oh, he a runner, so it don't matter how he get hit. Excuse me, y'all. And that's the truth. And I love Russell Wilson. I love D4. But the thing is, the energy that was given to D4, I'm still waiting for Dick Vermeil and Brett Favre to talk about Carson Wentz. Him demanding a trade. I want to talk about him. I don't hear them talking about him. I don't hear them talking about Matt Stafford. I know why. Because it is great to be white. America is great if you're white. If you're white, man, America is nothing but a fresh cup of coffee in the morning. The best part of waking up is having Folgers in your cup. That's how it is, being white. Now, the NBA is the reason the NFL and these players are doing what they're doing, because they're like, look, man, I ain't got to stay loyal to you guys. But what the NFL players have to understand, the contracts are much harder to deal with in the NFL than in the NBA. The NFL, you'll get your money and you'll be stable and you'll have a good time. You'll have a good life after the NFL. However, that contract, is not guaranteed, so it could be torn up at any time. But there's a thing called the cap hit that'll hurt the team if they just trade you or get rid of you. They're hit with a big cap hit. And that's why I'm saying I don't see them just moving D4. I just don't see it. He signed the contract and it's just too much money on their books. Now, the NBA started this when LeBrownies jumped ship to Miami, which I had no problem with. But then you want to jump back to Cleveland, now to LA. It's like, dog, come on, man, stop it. Those are weak moves. And it is. It's weak moves. You know, you went 0-1 the first time in Cleveland. Then you went 2-2. Then you went 1-3. And then now you're 1-0 right now for the LA Lakers after you had to collude and force a trade with AD over here after you got the black guy fired, which I don't understand why the brothers didn't get on him for that. But the brothers would get on any other person if they would have did that to another brother. They'd have been like, man, that's cooning. That's butt dancing. But they ain't saying nothing about LeBrownies doing it. It's very funny to me. And then you got your boy Dave Griffin over there to get you AD. So we know what's going on. We know what's going on. We know what stuff was happening and everything. And this is what's wrong with it. The NFL players are looking at the NBA players, and the NFL players need to understand. You have a contract. You are contractually obligated to do your goddamn job. Stop looking at the NBA because those ain't nothing but a bunch of spoiled little bitches. Do what you do, which is honor your contract. When your contract is up, take your ass wherever you want to go. Tom Brady waited till his contract was up. So I don't know why people looking at Tom Brady and then Aaron Rodgers, he's the first one to come out talking about, man, y'all can trade me or I want a bigger contract. If not, I think he said I want a bigger contract. If y'all don't get at the me, then just trade me. Didn't he say that? He started it. But they don't want to, they not going to talk about that. They're not going to talk about their golden boy, Karen Rodgers. Now, look, the NBA is set up differently. For one, the NBA, there's not that many players on the team. And second of all, they're not really hit with a cap hit. They're just moving money. They have a real soft cap where it doesn't really affect the team if they move your contract. It actually helps the team. And if they're over, they just pay a luxury tax and boom, they're back at it. They're back in the game. NFL is not like that. If you're in the deficit, man, you finna get taxed. So that's why owners don't play when it comes to that salary cap. So to me, man, these NFL players need to just honor their contract, be done with it. You know, all this talking about you're going to trade. They're not going to trade you. That's too much money that's going to be hit on their cap. It's too much money they got to eat. The Rams are going to be eating golf contract. That's going to hurt them for the next couple years. And Wentz, whenever he's out of there, that's going to hurt the Eagles for a couple years. And Wentz demanded it. They got rid of Doug Peterson for him, but I don't see Dick Vermeil saying, man, put on his Pampers and tell him to go play. I don't hear him saying that about Carson Wentz. I don't hear Kurt Warner saying or Brett Favre talking about Carson Wentz. But y'all are this D4, right? Come on, man. We got to stop with this double standard crap. So, to me, man, it's like this. So, you basically gotta continue to do your contracts, man. Live them out. And I think the NBA has been a bad influencer to the NFL, and these players, they look up to basketball players, which I don't know why, but they look up to them, seeing all the money they got. They can go here, go there. You have to understand it's a different tax. It's a different salary cap in basketball. Okay? You don't have to pay it. You don't have to pay 22 guys on your starting or on the bench, which is a 53-man roster compared to a 12 or 15 at most. So this is why the NFL is acting the way they're acting, because of lebrowniesblames and the NBA, or what my boy Cino like to call it, the LHL. Let's help LeBron. That's what it is, the LHL. That's the new name, LHL. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you would like to donate to the page, you can cash at me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening, and we're out. Deezy.